Victor Wembanyama is 22 years old. This week he carried his team to the NBA Finals and was named the best player in the West. And the word his own coach keeps using about him is not the one you'd expect. Not perfect, not unstoppable. His coach says they still have to help him. The best young player on the planet, and the thing that makes him great is that he lets himself be helped. That should stop you cold, because two mindsets took that young man to the top. Just two. And neither one needs talent, a title, or a team. They work whether you run a company, a classroom, a household, or your own life. I'm going to name both, and then I'm going to hand them to you. Mindset 1. Being open to being led. Most people think the goal is to get so good that you don't need anyone. Being open to being led is letting someone with a better view shape how you play without even threatening who you are. Being open to being led is not being a follower. It's not going quiet. It's not handing over your judgment. It's staying fully yourself and still saying, show me what I can't see. Here's how you know you've closed that door. When feedback comes, your first move is to explain why you already knew it. You can't remember the last time that you let anyone mentor you, and you treat needing help as proof that you're behind instead of proof that you're growing. That last one is the telltale. Watch Wembanyama, 22, the most hyped young player in the world. And on Saturday, he won the Western Conference Finals MVP. After the game, his coach, Mitch Johnson, described him like this. He's not always perfect, and we've got to help him at times, obviously. Sit with that. The best young player alive, and his coach's word for him is helpable. Johnson also added, he has such a vision of who he wants to be as a person and a player. The commitment and the investment he puts into that vision is nothing like I've seen before. A vision that strong could have made him impossible to coach. Instead, it made him hungry to be shaped. Talent got him noticed. Being open to being led is what's taking him to the top. If you just felt the door you've quietly closed, take it somewhere safe. Dr. Care's virtual mind is the closest thing I've got to talking through this with you in the moment that you actually need it. The link is in the description. Mindset 2, meet the moment. Here's a line from his coach that I can't stop thinking about. When Johnson was asked what Wembanyama learned this season, he gave 4 words. Just a desire to meet the moment. Most of us think the effort pays off when we work the hardest. It doesn't. Effort pays off when we meet the moment. And you can't meet the moment if you spent the whole season too proud to be coached. That's why Mindset 1 comes first. It's what makes Mindset 2 possible. Here's the proof underneath it. Gallup studied what makes a team rise or stall. They found the person leading you accounts for at least 70% of the variance in how engaged your team is. 70%. The people that you let lead you shape most of who you become. Wembanyama let them shape him. So when the moment came, he was ready to meet it. After they won, he stood there in tears and said, this feeling, I can't explain it. It's so powerful. Years of being shaped, all of it meeting one moment. So how do you actually do this starting now? Picture a tightrope. You're high, trying to get across. Most people believe the whole job is to walk it perfectly. Not wobble, no shaking, no hand reaching for balance. So they go stiff. And stiff is exactly how you fall. Now picture the same rope with one change. You let someone stand at the other end who can see the wind that you can't feel from up there. You let the pole in your hands move. You stop pretending that you don't sway. Leadership isn't about walking that tightrope perfectly. It's about finding grace in your sway. And you can't find that grace alone. You need the person who can see the wind. The move that lets them in is the one I call receive. Receive is not obeying. It's not going limp. Receive is creating the space to fully take in what someone sees before you rush to explain or defend. Wembanyama receives coaching first, then he decides what to do with it. The receiving comes first. What that looks like for you is small. The next time someone gives you feedback, before you say one word back, repeat it to them in your own words. That's it. Take it in first. and then share what it is you heard. One breath where you receive instead of building your case. Do that and you've already got mindset 1 in your body. Meet enough of those small moments and mindset 2 takes care of itself. If you want to see the door that you tend to close and why you close it, take Dr. Kara's Leadership Origin Profile. The link is in the description. 22 questions, and it shows you the shape that you've been holding long before you had any title, including who you'll let lead you and who you won't. A pause isn't a weakness, it's wisdom. Know your worth, know your truth, and know when to pivot. I'm Dr. Kara. This is Connected Leadership. Connect to yourself first so that you can elevate and expand for yourself and those you lead.